Hey there, beautiful listeners. Welcome back to The Dang Good Show. I'm your host, Christine Dang, but you can call me C Dang. Today, we're diving into a topic that's so fitting in our fast-paced, always-on world, the joy of missing out, embracing a slower pace of life. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the constant pressure to be everywhere and do everything? Trust me, you are not alone. In a world where hustle culture is glorified and FOMO, fear of missing out, is a constant companion, we will explore the beauty of slowing down and saying no to the noise. We'll discuss how embracing a slower pace can lead to a more fulfilling life, backed by some fascinating research. Plus, I'll share some personal stories from my younger years when I used to say yes to everything and how I learned, and I'm still learning, the hard way that sometimes less is more. So, grab your favorite cozy drink, settle in, and let's embrace the joy of missing out together. So let's start by understanding what JOMO, or the joy of missing out, really means. It's the antidote to FOMO, the fear of missing out, which we've all experienced at some point. FOMO makes us feel like we need to be constantly engaged, connected, and up to date with everything happening around us. It can make us anxious and restless about missing out on social events or opportunities. But JOMO is about finding happiness in what you're doing right now, without the pressure to be somewhere else or to be doing something different. It's about embracing a slower, more intentional pace of life. We're constantly bombarded with information and stimuli in today's fast-paced world. Our phones buzz with notifications, our calendars are filled with back-to-back meetings, and our social media feeds show us a highlight reel of everyone else's seemingly perfect lives. This constant connectivity can lead to burnout, stress, and a feeling of perpetual dissatisfaction. From my own experience, constantly juggling multiple tasks at once really drains my energy and lowers my efficiency. There's solid evidence backing the benefits of slowing down. A study found that people who practice mindfulness and embrace a slower pace in life report higher levels of satisfaction and reduced stress. Moreover, the American Psychological Association emphasizes that taking time to unplug and unwind significantly boosts mental health and overall well-being. Now, let me share a bit of my own journey. When I was younger, I was the quintessential people pleaser. I said yes to everything: social events, extra work projects, favors for friends, you name it. I thought that staying busy and being available for everyone would make me happier and more fulfilled. But in reality, it led to burnout, stress, oh boy, the stress, and a lack of genuine joy. There was a time in my early 20s when my schedule was packed. I was working full-time, taking evening classes, and trying to maintain an active social life. One weekend, I had 3 different social events to attend, and I felt obligated to show up to all of them. By Sunday night, I was exhausted and felt like I hadn't really enjoyed any of the events. It was a wake-up call for me. I realized that constantly saying yes was draining me of my energy and joy. Embracing JOMO and a slower pace of life can bring numerous benefits. Here are a few key points backed by research. Number 1, improved mental health. A slower pace can reduce anxiety and depression. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, taking time to relax and disconnect can lower stress levels and improve mood. Number 2, enhance productivity. Contrary to the popular belief, slowing down can actually boost productivity. A study from the University of Illinois found that taking breaks and working at a sustainable pace enhances focus and efficiency. Number 3, stronger relationships. When you're not constantly rushing from one event to the next, you have more time to nurture your relationships. Quality times with loved ones leads to deeper connections and greater satisfaction in those relationships. Enjoying what you're hearing? Fantastic! To make sure you're always in the loop with the latest episode, just hit that subscribe button. Your support makes all the difference. And hey, this podcast thrives because of awesome listeners like you. So a big shout out for that. And of course, I'm on Instagram. Find and follow me at Christine_Dang. Lastly, looking for more information on what we discussed today? Just cruise on over to thedangoodshow.com, click on the episode you're curious about, and voila, access to the show notes. Now, without further ado, let's jump back into the show. So, how can we start embracing the joy of missing out in our own lives? Here are some practical steps. Number 1, practice self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Understanding your own needs and desires is the first step to making intentional choices. For example, try journaling or meditating to connect with your inner self. Number 2, set boundaries. Learn to say no when necessary. It's not about being selfish. It's about protecting your own well-being. For instance, if you're invited to an event that you're not interested in, it's okay to decline and use that time for self-care. Number 3, choose positivity. Make a conscious effort to focus on the good in every situation. It doesn't mean ignoring the challenges, but finding the silver lining and learning from them. For example, if you decide to skip a social event to have a quiet night in, focus on the joy and relaxation you're gaining. Number 4, digital detox. Set aside time each week to unplug from digital devices. Use this time to reconnect with yourself, engage in hobbies, or spend quality time with loved ones. For instance, dedicate Sundays for being screen-free and enjoy activities like reading, cooking, or nature walks. Now let's talk about how embracing JOMO can impact different areas of our lives in a positive way. Work-life balance. In our professional lives, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle, always pushing for more. But by embracing JOMO, we can create a much healthier work-life balance. This means setting boundaries around work hours, taking regular breaks, and prioritizing self-care. When we focus on what truly matters, we find that we are not just working more efficiently, but also living more fully. Social media detox. Social media is a major source of FOMO, constantly showing us what others are up to and making us feel like we're missing out. Embracing JOMO means taking control of our social media use and setting limits that keeps us grounded. Imagine logging off for a weekend and feeling liberated rather than left out. Let's dive into a couple of real-life examples of how embracing JOMO can significantly change your life for the better. Example number 1, the social butterfly turned homebody. I had a friend who was always the life of the party, attending every social event possible. She was everywhere all the time, but constantly felt drained and disconnected from herself. One day, she decided to embrace JOMO by cutting back on social events and spending more time at home. She rediscovered her love for painting, a hobby she had always enjoyed but never found time for. Now, she feels more fulfilled, creatively inspired, and genuinely happier. Her story shows that sometimes saying no to external invitations can mean saying yes to our own passions. Example 2, the overworked professional. Another friend of mine was always working late, thinking that staying busy was a key to success. But over time, he realized it was taking a huge toll on his health and happiness. He started setting boundaries at work, leaving the office on time, and taking weekends off. With his newfound free time, he began traveling and spending quality moments with his family. The change was incredible. Not only is he happier and healthier, but he's also more productive at work. His journey proves that prioritizing personal well-being can lead to greater professional success. Embracing JOMO is about making intentional choices that prioritize our well-being over the constant hustle. It's about finding joy in missing out on what doesn't serve us and focusing on what truly enriches our lives. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with information and stimuli. Embracing the joy of missing out isn't about isolating ourselves or rejecting social connections. It's about making intentional choices that aligns with our values and bring us genuine happiness. It's about finding contentment in the present moment and appreciating the simple pleasures of life. By slowing down and prioritizing what truly matters, we can lead more fulfilling lives. We can create space for self-care, meaningful connections, and personal growth. We can break free from the constant pressure to be everywhere and do everything, and instead, find joy in where we are and what we're doing. According to a study by the Journal of Environmental Psychology, spending time in natural settings and reducing screen time can significantly boost mental well-being and life satisfaction. It's a reminder that sometimes the best way to connect is by disconnecting. Thank you for joining me today on The Dang Good Show. Remember, embracing the joy of missing out isn't about missing out at all. It's about making intentional choices that lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. Whether it's setting boundaries, practicing self-awareness, or taking a digital detox, these small steps can make a big difference. So let's embrace JOMO together and find joy in the slow moments. Stay positive, stay true, and stay dang good. Much love, C Dang signing out. Thank you for joining us on The Dang Good Show. Remember to swing by our website, thedangoodshow.com, where you can easily subscribe on platforms like Apple, Google, and Spotify to keep up with our latest episodes. Loved what you heard today? A thumbs up and a positive review on your favorite listening platform would be incredibly appreciated. And if our show struck a chord with you, sharing it with just one friend can help our community grow and thrive. Thanks once more for lending your ears to me on The Dang Good Show. Until we meet again, take care and goodbye.